Hey, I'm Ben Schwartz, Chair of the Communications Working Group of the Forum. We've come to NAB this year with a very simple message. We have 14 demos demonstrating that HDR is now something that can be deployed by operators. We can change the various formats of HDR at all different points in the network, and it's really ready in industrial strength products. We're bringing a second message, which is that forensic watermarking will be able to open the floodgates of content, so we expect to see a lot more UHD content thanks to that initiative. And we are also bringing in a third message to the NAB that there's a bunch of new exciting things coming, like high frame rate and dynamic metadata.
So welcome to our satellite demonstration. This was a joint effort between Sony and LG and DirecTV. We think this is the first time that HDR, HLG has been presented using consumer hardware in public. So we've got a real satellite feed. We're sending an HLG HDR signal to a new 2016 display and also to a legacy 2014 display, and we're showing that backwards compatibility really works with HLG.
I'm William Franz with New Line. Today I'm showing a demonstration that we did for the UltraHD Forum. This is a smart TV app, a demo app that we created for this Sony TV. So here you see the UI of the television itself. If I scroll down on the TV, you can see among the apps here we have a New Line demonstration app. When I launch this demonstration app, we're going to see a presentation of content that's available for streaming. When I scroll up, I can see a list of the thumbnails for the content. In this case, I've got the same clip encoded in multiple different resolutions. So if I scroll over and select the resolution that I want to see, I can go all the way down to 2160p or 4K. And this is a rugby match contributed by our friends at Dolby, and it's filmed in HDR, 4K resolution, and we're showing how we can stream this directly to the television through a smart TV app. No set-top box, no HDMI cables, it goes directly to the TV.
So here we have a demo where the same thing is happening at two different devices. We are taking a SDR signal and up-converting it to HDR. Here it's happening inside the Sigma chipset within the TV itself, and on this screen here it's happening inside this set-top box in a high silicon chipset. So we're just demonstrating that it can be done in multiple devices. Well, here we have a very straightforward demo where HLG10 is arriving into this set-top box here, being converted in the device to HDR10 to a device that understands that format. On this screen we're simply explaining the fundamental principles of forensic watermarking, which have just been included in the latest release of our guidelines.
My name's David Brooks from Dolby Labs, and what we're showing here is how you can take a 2000 nit master display and content, and how you can convert that down to a typical 400 nits of TVs today. So this TV is just using simple mapping techniques, as, for example, as specified in ITUR, but the farther one is using dynamic metadata in the form of ST2094-10, which enables you to keep, for example, all the specular highlights in the water and create a better image overall.
Hi, I'm Ben Bodner with LG. Here we have HFR content on a consumer television. This video is shot, encoded, and is being displayed at 120 frames per second. With 120 frames per second content, you can see a noticeable improvement over 60 frames per second for things with high-speed motion, like sports, like fight scenes. There's a lot of interest at UHDF in high frame rate content, so the next step is to just record more of that content so we can show off the improvement.
Hi, Bill from Technicolor. We shot a basketball game in HDR using Sony cameras in S-Log3. Commercials and legacy camera feeds were up-converted in real time to match. Before emission, we down-converted the entire program to SDR, taking care to match tones and hues throughout. Legacy equipment would receive this image, which is as good as the one they were receiving yesterday. Meanwhile, savvy equipment would up-convert to the original HDR using metadata.